The Accountant 2 stars Ben Affleck and John Bernthal and is a really good movie, guys. It put a big smile on my face just even thinking about it now. This is the type of movie when you walk out of this movie, you'll be like, we just watched a good movie, didn't we? Holy cow, this movie was really good. So, The Accountant 2 is rated R, comes in at 2 hours and 4 minutes, and it tells the tale of Christian Wolf and he applies his brilliant mind and illegal methods to reconstruct the unsolved puzzle of a treasury chief's murder. Well, no, that's a bad synopsis. Let me do it for you in my way. Basically, guys, the accountant, his brother comes in to help him solve this case of some missing children by a drug cartel that gets sort of unleashed by the treasury chief's murder, right? And then what comes along in the trailer is, in the movie, is there's an assassin that's just like him, that's got like the same kind of mental faculty, like his kind of rigor, right? And she's out there kind of running interference here, and you it's actually executed fairly well because you're rooting for the two brothers, like hands down. John Bernthal and Ben Affleck have fantastic chemistry. They shoot off each other. They play it for, okay, we're brotherly, we're being chums here. If this is an action movie, we both can handle the guns well. But then there is a sequence that happens where you see them on top of their trailer there, and they switch a gear. And what happens is that you realize, oh no, these actors have another level to them where they can take their emotion and be like, oh yeah, we're actors. I'm going to show you how good of an actor I am by extending past what's written on the page and making you feel what these characters are. Because they're brothers, but they're like distant brothers, right? And there's this kind of like, do you like me? Do you hate me? Thing going on here, because if you saw the first film, they were definitely estranged from each other, right? And they kind of like have that out, but mixed in there, you've got action sequences, you got like shootouts, you've got dancing sequences. Guys, my theater was laughing at multiple times in this movie because the character played by Ben Affleck here, he plays it in such a way where it's like, okay, he's trying to be sociable. He's awkward though, and you root for him. And when you see him apply his methods to trying to be social, it's just you be laughing and smiling like everybody else was laughing in the theater because they play it well. It's executed well. The movie opens up with him at a speed dating kind of thing, and you're like, well, wait a minute. How is this relevant to what's going to happen later on? But it's totally relevant because it helps reestablish his character again, of how methodical he is about everything that he does. And it was just adding that levity in there of kind of like these women realize, oh no, this guy's a little bit off, isn't he? And then, of course, they take him aside and be like, "Oh, you're not really who you say you are you?" And then we get into the bulk of the story of the Treasury guy getting murdered, played by J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons and Cynthia Adai Robinson are back in this movie. Cynthia is from Lord of the Rings series, right? Rings of Power. She was in the first movie too. I totally forgot about that. And then who is it? Is it Danielle Panetta plays the female assassin that has the same condition as Christian Wolf. And to see how that there's a mystery sort of to how things are unfolding. There's a mystery to it, but then when you realize who the bad guys are and you want to see everything kind of like play out, you want to see the bad guys get their comeuppance. You want to see these two guys who you watch and you have fun watching unleash holy hell. And for the most part, they do. and it was just a real pleasure to watch. The pacing is good. You never feel bored, and it's just under a 2-hour film. Could there be some stuff cut out a little bit? Perhaps, yeah, perhaps. But you're watching it because Bernthal. You're watching it because of Ben Affleck, and when they do their thing, you know that they beat up people and get justice because you saw the end of the first film, right? Will you be asking where is the girl from the first film? No. The only thing that I kind of found that stood out, he talks a little bit differently. He changed the manner in which he delivers his lines a little bit, but once you realize that he's just trying to really get into the character, it's no big gripe. So I enjoyed it. Let's go over to the score sheet and start filling in some numbers for The Accountant 2, and then we'll go over to the tomato meter and see what people are saying over there, because I think it's going to be good. So, acting, directing, and story are out of a possible 2 points each. Cinematography and score are out of a possible 1 point. Acting, I'm going to give a full 2 points here, because beyond Affleck and Bernthal, which are good, that would be 1.5 there. Affleck takes it to another level that brings it up. Bernthal brings it up, but then it's a supporting cast. That Cynthia person that I talked about, J.K. Simmons, who really kind of starts the film with a really good opening scene. Overall, 2. Directing, I'm going to give 1.5, because the story could be muddled. We just talked about a movie called On Swift Horses, where you've got 2 storylines. You have the storyline of the 2 brothers here, and then you've got the storyline of them trying to solve this case, and then you've got like this missing children by the cartel thing going on. You've got multiple things going on here, and the director does a good job of balancing those elements, and it's enjoyable. I reserve the right to come back and say that the story might even be a full 2 points here, guys. But we'll take a look at the tomato meter in a little bit. Cinematography, the action, it's well executed. It's not choppy. It's not shaky cam. You can tell what's going on. That explosive final, when they're throwing down against the cartel, it's good action. It's good action, and it's filmed well. Score, the bar scene, it does have some country music in there if you don't mind that stuff, but it's good. It's good music. I could give a full point to the score. Maybe I will once we go back and take a look at what people are saying. Let's go over to the tomato meter here and see what people are saying about The Accountant 2. 77% by critics, 93% by the audience, so it's certified fresh and people like it overall, guys. And as I said earlier, between Until Dawn and On Swift Horses, you're going to have the most enjoyment watching The Accountant 2. It's just a really pleasant surprise. People would say right now it's a sleeper hit because it's not getting a lot of buzz, but this word of mouth, when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about when I'm saying all this stuff. That the action is good. The comedy is good. The pacing is good. This is a good movie. The Accountant 2. So, snapshot reviews. Critics, 3.5. Accountant 2 is sillier, more rambling, and reactionary than its predecessor, and all the better for it. Perhaps as close as a 2020s Hollywood will ever come to producing a modern-day Dirty Harry without imploding with guilt. Interesting comparison to Dirty Harry. Like, a little, maybe a bit. It is a bit like that, because he is like the character that Ben Affleck plays, Christian. You know that he doesn't follow the law all the time. He does what he has to complete his task, right? So he's a bit like Reacher, but maybe even one more step beyond what Reacher does, right? Because his brother is also into that business. Somebody says here, the Time magazine, the tonal wobbliness of Accountant 2 is offset by all it does right. So they're acknowledging maybe that they don't like the tone a little bit. But I said that tone is good. So Film Feeder, by my calculations, this is a misguided affair that, despite decent action and strong chemistry, moves that autism has quite a way to go in filmic present representation. So this is somebody who's maybe coming to the defense of autism, although he's got a version of autism, right? Yeah, so maybe some people on that spectrum of that community may find it a little bit offensive, because there's not only him like that in this movie. This movie expands the mythos of the accountant and introduces something called the orchestra, which is fascinating. It's kind of like it did what John Wick 2 did for John Wick, the series, by introducing the table. Right, the table was around in the first one, sort of. Maybe it was talked about, but we got to see the table a lot more in John Wick 2, and this showed us something called the orchestra, and I felt like all of that stuff was really, really fascinating. Let's go to the audience reviews. 5.5, Gary. I was surprised that a sequel could be this good, and so was I, man. Not as much killing as the first one, but more interaction between the brothers. It's a must-see movie, and I suspect there will be a third. I hope there is a third, too. You're going to walk out of this one and be like, wow, this could totally be a franchise. I want to see more. And what The Accountant 2 does, that's not like, say, Taken. Remember, everybody liked the first Taken, and then it slowly started going downhill. This one seemed to be doing what John Wick did. It's slowly elevating now. It's building on it. And you want to see him go out and solve more cases, helping people, right? Even if he's got to do it through nefarious means. Kathy P., it was a good movie, but I liked it. The first one was better. Okay, that's an interesting opinion. Let's go to somebody who didn't like it. Is there going to be an audience score that didn't like it? Well, I don't want to spend too much time here looking for somebody who didn't like it. I'm guessing that some people won't like it. Well, maybe because, as that critic said, that they're not being totally sensitive to people of autism. There could be that problem in there. All right, so let's go over to the score sheet and wrap this up for The Accountant 2. I think I've said my piece. We're sitting at 6.5 for the watchability factor. If you like the first movie, it's worth checking out. And I would say in the cinema, for sure, we're sitting at 7.5. But I would totally watch this movie again, because I'm sure there's stuff that I'm missing in there. His problem solving. And that's a good, I think that's where I feel good. I could maybe bump up the score. Yeah, no. 8 out of 10 feels solid. Feels just. For The Accountant 2, 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie if you went and saw it in the comments section below. Hey, if you like this kind of thing, come join us here on the channel Mirror Domains, because we just talked about the movie On Swift Horses and Until Dawn that also came out in the theaters this weekend. On top of that, we've got full series reactions for Andor Season 2. Well, that's going through some disputes right now. I'm going to get that fixed and put up on the channel again. But we've got movie reviews for Sinners, Warfare, The Amateur, Drop, and the Minecraft movie. Trailer reactions for Fantastic Four, 28 years later. Predator Badlands. I got to update some of this stuff, man. These are a little bit old, but hey, it is what it is. So, that being said, guys, Accountant 2, huge thumbs up. I think it's my second favorite movie of the year so far. First movie is Warfare. Then The Accountant 2. Then maybe Sinners. That's a solid 3 films right there, guys. All right, let me know what you think about it, what you thought about it, and we'll see you next time right here on Mirror Domains.